Let's get going here in the final. And it starts with a little dab. And they're going to take it on. Yeah, no doubt about it. So the lights are on. We are in darkness. And now there's going to be a misfield. And this is costly, isn't it? It's going to be Trilishan Singh.
So at the ECL, we had Pakai Care win the European Cricket League, beat Tunbridge Wells 4 times in a row. And everyone, I think, would say that clubs now around the Barcelona region in Catalonia. And that is just unbelievably enormous numbers outside of the UK.
This is in the air, and this is going to be dropped. Well, that's a goober, as Corey would say. 2 balls, 2 very different results. Always gets very lucky.
That has hit him in the chest. I wonder if he was wearing a chest guard and a little bit cooler.
This is a good cover drive. That's classical. That's going to...
Yeah, it's a nice shot. Timed well, pierced the gap. And it came here to watch the cricket and watch the finals day. And
well, this one's in the air, and this one should be taken. It's Sahil, and he's dropped it now.
That was just a wild shot. And it was a wild attempt at a catch because he should have locked it away.
Here's time for some spin with Ishan Patel. As this out it is, so wicket. And it's not 3 times lucky for always a 3rd chance, but this time it's held by Kuldeep Lal behind the stumps.
He's a talented cricketer and he's always there. He just wants more and more cricket.
And at the moment,
shot.
Yeah, this is an absolutely cracking back foot drive. And Amir Khan, he slammed him before, and that was right out of the middle.
Beautiful shot.
Of course, Daniel, you're a wicketkeeper yourself. As this is in the air, has it got the distance? I'm not so sure. Yadav camps under it and he takes the catch. It went a long way up into the night sky and safely falling into the hands of Yadav. And so...
But when I see the golden ball, I think the batsmen are getting... They're getting...
Chance here. And taken. That's another wicket now.
The batsman seems to lose their heads more and lose their shape, lose their technique, lose their structure when they're trying to hit a 6 park, and that's what we want to have. This bat versus ball is.
There you go. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Rav Samant comes out very first ball, which was quite incredible hitting. Wow, this is incredible hitting as well. It's high, but does it have the journey? It doesn't. The fielder takes it and takes it as easy as you like. And that is the Centurion from earlier in the day in a hole. It's 36 for 5.
Yeah, absolutely. That was huge. So obviously the first time we're playing under lights here for the ECC and the European Cricket T10 game. And if it means it's in prime time.
Oh, that is absolutely slammed. And that one is going into the night sky. CL19, he's been a little bit out of form this weekend. But what a way to start your innings. And well, that one's going to go even further. Well, bring a flashlight because you might need it.
Yeah, so just getting back to the lights, Vinny, absolutely hope that we can do more and more just sort of extra shots.
That's another one. Well, that's 3 ball time.
That's the one.
That was absolutely blast.
No. And look at that, and all of a sudden 99 comes into play now.
Now I think, is this off the leg or is it 5 wides? I heard a little flick, it could have been the keeper.
See it, we have played...
This will be 4 as well. Look at this. This is Zaman now.
Have that opportunity that they've granted us. And
now this is hacked across the line, but hacked pretty well. And that sends the crowd scrambling. Maximo. Now you were saying sort of scrape to 70. Commentators say, ask a viewer a question. As this is hit straight and it's hit very true. Magal is on like Donkey Kong. This one is into the flag.
You see the way he watched that ball onto the bat there with his head down. I mean, that's how you need to execute.
Sure, 30 clubs. This is going to be 4 runs, a streaky one.
T10, and I've watched as many games as you've commentated on, I'm sure, Vinny. And the game changes so fast. You really have to do something.
Well, let's see the 10th over, and it's going to start with a Maximo. Now 5 balls still remaining.
Yes, that was the fascinating thing with the European Cricket Network is cricket was never touched by. And now it is, and that network makes it strong.
Wow, who's catching this? Kuldeep should be able to catch it easily, and he does. It was a very, very different situation. It was 36 for 5 when they came together. So they end up putting on 63. But obviously, the beauty of sport is that you don't know what's coming. I know what's coming here, though. Another 6 into the night.
Well, cricket is all about stories. You know, so having a supercomputer that can create a story around what...
Maybe able to get him back for the second half. Shot. Right now, we get the 106. You might have to add 6 because this one is... He only got 2 balls. He puts both of them out of the park. And just too much length given by the bowler, Wasim Abbas.
In the last few weeks here. So yeah, they have to be confident. They've got runs on the board this weekend already.
And as far as the bowling went, well, Full of good performances. Ishan Patel does take 3 wickets, but ends up a little bit expensive in the end. 3 for 27, his figures. Also, there were wickets for Gracia. 112 runs for the trophy, or can it be Catalunya CC that walk away with the silverware? But they were set 138. They got there in the 8th over. Here is the start of the innings. It'll be a wide.
This last month or so has just been an incredible shot.
Wow, that's a really good shot, and Abbas has been brilliant so far. Say, Sun, Sea, Sand, and Sexy cricket. Well, the sun's gone down.
Completely different to this, but playing 3 or 4 day cricket, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, this will go all the way for 4, and smart batting. Just using the pace, and yeah.
The camaraderie that you get of playing.
Wow, this is a really good shot off the hip, and Yadav goes large.
Those have been something that we've only sort of looked at in a limited fashion.
This ball, which is also whipped away. This is also going all the way. Maximal!
The founder of Apple, but when he was running Apple and starting Apple in the formative years, every morning he would wake up.
Oh, this is the 3rd one, and this one is just as sweet. Drop kicks over leg side. Incredible batting by Vibor.
Yeah, so what I was saying there is that every morning Steve Jobs would wake up, put the same.
Anyway, short, he tries something different, but guess what? The result, absolutely smashing them in the power play.
Yeah, it's a nice shot. But yeah, so I think I've got around 40 ECN shirts.
I'll have a guess at it. First, we'll see this one, which will also go to the boundary, come off the 2nd. And right now, Catalunya CC are right.
For the time of the innings, if it needs to be replaced.
Well, Syed Shirazi comes on, and he doesn't stop the bleeding. This is out of here. Syed Shirazi, he was the leading wicket taker at ECL19, playing for Catalunya CC.
Balls. Yep.
Hit hard, could be out, and it is. What a good catch that is. That was still on the way up when it went to Shiraz Iqbal. We had a supersonic over, unfortunately last over.
If teams aren't getting through their overs.
Well, this is in the air. It should be gone, and it's taken. Well, that was much easier. Shiraz Iqbal once again, and double blow from Saeed Shirazi now. It's 52 for 2.
This looks like Kuldeep walking down the stairs, am I right?
Important bits covered. Well, this is too short, and this is going to be hoiked away, and Kuldeep was ready to pounce.
Yeah, I think it's just amazing. T10 cricketers, you know, when you sort of start back at the hotel now or whether at home.
See this boundary. It's going to rocket under the fence. We'll stronger together. That is our motto here.
It's fast and slow, right? So
let's have a look at this, because in the air, well, this is going to be a real steep. Fielder goes back and drops it.
So the interesting thing is, you know, if you want cricket in Europe to grow in 20 years' time,
just make some modifications to the squads. Pull shot, and this one eats up the fielder. Magal knows how that feels, because he missed one in that area just moments ago.
Around what we do is to copy football.
Could be a chance. Oh, what a brilliant catch that is. So that's a 3rd catch in that position from Iqbal. And, well, full length dive. He anticipates that, gets a good
shot.
Yeah, it's a really good shot, but he might have found trouble, and he has. What a good catch that is. The batter chased it.
This is what I love about what we were just talking about. This is bat versus ball. Pretty well executed. It could be 4 weeks there.
All right, let's focus on the game now. We've enjoyed the discussion, and there's not too much discussion from the batter here. The ground, they needed something, and Vinod provides it. He moves into double figures, and Gracia up into the 90s.
The second.
Manwani tries to crunch it and gets it. Maximal. Well, that's what I was talking about, Borting, but he's getting the platform, and he comes through in a pressure situation.
Yeah, great shot.
Around the wickets, false shots in the air, has to be caught. Huge moment in the game, and it is caught.
Circling around, that went very, very high.
Has the pressure. So Zaman, who I know.
Super catch.
Here we go. This time, whips away. This could go to the boundary, and it will. So he plays a more orthodox shot this time. Is Patel. This one doesn't. It's not a good ball, to be honest. Just misses his block hole. The adrenaline's flowing. And he swings at it, should be gone, and it's caught by Shirazi. So Manwani went for glory, but came up short. For 6, Manwani has to go, and he ends up going for 8 of 5 balls. Ball of the 9th, goes for it, doesn't get it. Catching opportunity. Tay, dropped. And Amir Khan's dropped it to get rid of Rathod, who'll be on strike with 5 required off the last over of this tournament.
Yeah.
But now it does change the strike. Patel, he can win the game with a boundary, and he does hit it high. It's a catching opportunity, and it's dropped, and they're going to come back for 2. Will they make it? Well, it might be run out here. It won't be. They think of a third, but it's not there. 2 crucial drop catches going down. That makes it 2 off 2 required.
Vinny, unbelievable. There's been some fantastic catches taken in this innings and some absolute opportunities gone beating again. I mean, it's tough in the lights and with these
Crocodile
high
style.
balls, but
Just trying to save this single. They're really hoping for a miss here, Callan, you CC. And this will be 1. It'll tie the scores. Scores are tied with the ball to go. If there's no score, we get a golden ball. Gracia, scores tied, last ball. And they're going to get through for the winning run. They'll get through for the winning run. And, well, Callan, you CC, they were just too deep, and so it's not convincing, but it'll be effective to try and prevent that kind of thing happening. But it's Rathod. The final score in the final at the end of this championship weekend. Dramatic chase. In the end, 112 was the target. They get there off the very last ball. The very, very last ball. That would separate these 2 teams. Well, Iqbal came back well after he went for 31 in his first over for his team. Well, Daniel, once again, I want to say a big thank you to you for joining me in the commentary box. We're going to take a few minutes break, but I will return if you want to stick around